Hey there, I am in Jennings State Forest today doing a loop hike. I'm starting on the crosscut trail and going to the Pioneer Trail and then hitting the Dunn's Farm Trail back to the car. So it's about, I think, a 6-mile hike. I'll know that when I finish it because I have it tracked on my watch, but I'm pretty sure that's what the loop is. And there's a parking lot at the Dunn's Farm Trailhead. So that's where I'm starting. And I've done this trail many times before, but this is the first time since I've returned for my Appalachian Trail through hike. This is the first time I've been on the trail since then. So I'm looking forward to it. There's more elevation. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I need to slow down a little bit. There's more elevation on this part of the trail when I get into the Pioneer part of the trail than there is on most of the other parts that I've done before. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm probably going to end up taking off this jacket because the sun is getting up and it's getting warmer, but it was about 40 degrees when I started, and I wanted to bring something that was packable that I could condense to a small light thing when I put it in my backpack. So that's why I chose this, but I don't know that it was the right choice. So it is beautiful out here today, and I'm glad I am starting my Sunday off with a walk in the woods. Yes, just entered the part that's called the hammock, and the crosscut trail has got a mint green blaze. So we're starting to get into a little bit more of the woods. Here's the first campsite that we come to, and I think I'm going to take my jacket off. Still have a bit of a cold, coughing and sniffling a little bit, but feel great. Carrying around this handkerchief to blow my nose. This is not the puffy that I brought with me on my through hike. In fact, I think I'm getting ready to put some things on Marketplace and the backpackers resell of things that I have that I either won't be using anymore or that I didn't use while I was on my trail, on my through hike, just to reduce some of my backpacking stuff that I'm no longer using. So, all right, let's get to hiking. I'm not sure how it works for you guys when you're out hiking, but when I'm out hiking, I'm in a palmetto field right now. My brain just keeps on clicking away at goals that I have, things that I need to complete, to-do lists that I want, and I just kind of feel like I get off the trail motivated to accomplish things. Like I would like to become a lot more of a minimalist, and so I'm starting to put things on Marketplace to reduce the clutter at my house, and I get excited about that. I get excited about figuring out how to live with less and how to use what I already have before I go out and purchase more. So I'd like to see how long I could go without buying groceries. That's going to be one of my goals for right now, is I have food in my pantry, food in my freezer, food in the refrigerator. Let me see what I can do with what I have before I go out and buy more. And then I look in my closet and I have way too many clothes. And I could live on hardly any clothing when I was on the Appalachian Trail. I have way more clothes than I use. So trying to figure out which ones I really need and want and which ones are just taking up space. So I love the start of a new year because I put together bucket list and home improvement projects, and I think I have a lot of possible big changes coming up, and so that gets me motivated and excited about accomplishing things to make that happen. So I'm excited about that, and I've got a couple side hustles going on right now that make me excited as well, because it gives me something, one, to do, because retirement has been a little boring for me, and I need to find things that will, one, put me around more people, and two, keep me active besides being out on the trail, because I can hit the trail every day and be happy with that, but I need to be around more people. So I'm working on making that happen. But for now, I just get to enjoy this beautiful scenery, the fresh air, and moving my body. We are about to finish the cross-cut portion of this hike, and we're right at 2.6 miles, and the trail has been totally flat the whole time. A little bit of a decline on the way down, but if we were to go this way, we would continue on the Pioneer Trail and take it to the end, which is the north exit, or access, I mean. So here's the sign right here, and you have to ford a river to get to the end of that. But we are going to head this way, and we're going to take the Pioneer Trail to Dunn's farm, and that is just around 3 miles. The neighborhood campsite or zone is really pretty cool, but we'll be hitting a little bit more elevation now that we're on. You can see the blue and the green there. We are hitting the blue trail, and we will start getting a little bit more elevation on the Pioneer Trail. So that'll be good for the body. There's a first shot of the creek along the trail. We're not too far from the first campsite. Well, the second campsite. The first one was on Crosscut, but the Pioneer campsite, which I think will be the only other one that we'll see on this hike. And this one is a really big one. Lots and lots of tents could fit here. Here's creek access right here. So the campsite has got to be right up there. Yep, it's right here. We'll take a quick loop around that and then get back on the trail. I have not stayed at this campsite, but this is the first place that I met Grunkle Mike, who is a YouTuber and does a lot of videoing for excuse me, the Pioneer Trail, the Florida Trail, and just a lot of outdoor stuff going around in Florida. So if you wanted to find another channel about trails in Florida, he would be a good one to follow. And I'll put his link in the notes so you guys can check him out if you want. He's a super great guy and puts a lot of good content out there. So here's the campsite, lots and lots of room. We're coming up to one of those views that I just think are so beautiful. It always makes me think of that song, Just Around the River Bend, from Disney. So let's check it out. And here's the view of the creek. I just love the way it snakes around here. Looks like it's going at a nice little current right now. Here we have a little bit of a descent. I love the reflection of the trees on the water. This is a nice little climb. We're coming to another bypass here. This is Turpentine Stump to the left, and then the high water bypass to the right. Over here by the creek is the Turpentine Stump that I'm making reference to. That's it right there. And here is that beautiful creek again. The trail's making me breathe a little bit today. Kind of miss that. There are 3 of these. I thought there were only 2. So this one says Carter View High Water Bypass. So again, we're gonna go down because what goes down must come up, and we can use the elevation work. I'm starting to get excited about my backpacking trip in the Smokies in March. We got to start planning our route, figure out how we're going to do that, where we're going to go. There's the creek again. We have water access here. Carter Creek view. It's just so beautiful. This is such a amazing trail for this part of the country. I just really love it, and they maintain it so well. Just out of that climb, we have this overlook again, and every time I come here I get excited because they put this on here. And before I went on my Appalachian Trail through hike, this used to get me so pumped up. So I love that they put a Mount Katahdin mileage sign here. So we have 1.1 to get to Phillips Branch, and that is where we will switch over to the Dunn's Farm trail. Last time I came on this little side trail, there was a water moccasin right about there. But this is beautiful, and I love it. And so I'm glad that it's snake-free for the moment. But we've got a little itty-bitty waterfall. And if I were gonna get water, if I needed to filter some water here, I would definitely do it on one of these tributaries because the water is so clean. And there are a couple of them that we passed that would be a good water source for us. But look at how clear that water is. It's just beautiful. My heart rate has been a little bit higher than normal, and I think it's because I'm still coming off my Christmas illness and haven't quite recovered from that, but I feel so much better. So, you know, fresh air can do a body good. So that's what I'm hoping this will do for me. Anytime I see this kind of a sign in Jennings State Forest, I know that I am getting close to the trailhead because they put it, I would say, well, here's the bridge right here that takes me across to where I join Dunn's Farm. So we are at the trailhead where everything splits off here. So if you go to the left up here or straight ahead, you'll be on the pink trail, which is pink and blue right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. That's the Dunn's Farm and Pioneer together. The trail over there is the Dunn's Farm by itself. And then I'm headed this way, which is also a pink blaze, and that'll take me back out to my car and complete my loop. And right now I'm at 5.49. And so I have a 0.9 to go to get to my car. So we'll be heading across this dirt road pretty soon and into the palmetto field again. We are totally exposed to the sun here, and this is what the palmetto field looks like. Although there are so many more trees now than there were when I first started hiking this back during COVID. We are on the Dunn's Farm Trail, but I wanted to show this to you. This trail, the Sawyer Trail, is a yellow blaze, and it was developed while I was out on the Appalachian Trail, so I've only been on it once or twice, but it's pretty nice, and you could actually continue on the Dunn's Pioneer Trail and then come back and hit this if you wanted to get some more mileage in. So it's a pretty nice trail. I'm excited that they've added another one because it just gives you so many options as far as doing different kinds of loops. This has been a great morning for me. We're now verging into the afternoon, but I think I've been out here, it says 2 hours, and I've gone almost 6 miles. So it'll be right around between noon and 1 o'clock. That was my goal. And it has just been great. I've just had such a good time. Have not seen any wildlife, but I know they're out here. They just don't want to be seen today, or almost any day that I'm out here, actually. Every once in a while I'll get blessed with a deer or something on the trail, a gopher turtle, snake, something, but so far not today, and I have less than a mile to go. So, but I hope you enjoyed the journey, and if you're anywhere around this area, definitely look up these trails. This trailhead is off of 218 in Middleburg, Florida, and they've just got some really good trails out here. They've got a lot of different trails, some good variety, and it's a great way to spend part of your day. I'm really excited about the interviews that I'm going to be sharing with you. I have different people that I've met on the trail, on the Appalachian Trail during my thru hike, that have agreed to do a little interview with me on Zoom, and we are going to share that with you. So we're going to do them with 2 or 3 people at a time, and I don't have a lot of them, but I have a handful, and I'm super excited. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. All right, we just passed through the entrance to the Dunn's Farm trailhead, and I have gone 6.39 miles for today. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on my next hike. Bye. Peace out.